Hello out there. We're on the air. Welcome to 88 SATS Radio, almost officially. We're going to be changing the name here of the channel in the next week or so. But I guess before we get into the Shakepay stuff, maybe I'll touch on that quickly. And this new channel here is going to be called the 88 SATS Radio. It's going to have everything you need in one spot. It's going to have a mixture of everything, though. Some golf, some Bitcoin, some business. Everything you need. It's going to be a one-stop shop, and we're going to be talking about everything that's going on within our 88 SATS project. I'm going to do a monthly update for one, just to kind of track progress. I think it'll be fun to look back in 5 or 10 years from now and just see how far we've come with everything. And we're going to have interviews. We're going to have a bunch of different stuff. So this is kind of the start of it, but I wanted to do a quick video talking about Shakepay. And I think for the purpose of just following along here, I'm going to split this up into a couple different segments within this video. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be sending an e-transfer to Shakepay. Once that arrives, we're going to be converting those dollars into Bitcoin within the Shakepay app. And then once that's done, we're actually going to send that Bitcoin out of the wallet, which is kind of the focus here, the priority. But we got to get to that stage first. So first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to download the Shakepay app. And the key here is that you need a referral code. You don't need one to download it, but in order to unlock all the really cool features within Shakepay, you're going to want a referral code. So I'm going to have mine here in the description below. You can easily click that. It'll take you directly to the Shakepay site to download the app, and then we'll get started from there. And if you don't want to use mine here, you can also just find a friend who's already on Shakepay. You can ask for their referral link and get set up with that. But the main thing here is that you need a referral code before you download the app. So we're going to go ahead and do that first. And so once we got the app downloaded here, the first thing we're going to do is just register for an account. So same as you do with anything. You're going to enter your personal information, name, address. You're going to have to upload a picture of your driver's license, front and back. And then you're going to have to take a selfie video of yourself saying 3 numbers, I think. It's just for verification purposes. And that's kind of the reason why we're going to be moving our Bitcoin off of Shakepay as soon as we purchase it. So that usually takes 5 or 10 minutes to get set up. And then there's usually a little bit of a delay waiting for Shakepay to verify you. So you actually can't move any Bitcoin out until you have a verified account. And so go ahead and do that, and we'll come back for the purchasing of the Bitcoin. At this point, I'm going to assume that you've been verified, you've got everything set up, and keep in mind here that you can actually just pause the video. You can always rewind. It's free. It's on YouTube, so you can do with that what you want. That's kind of the purpose of this, is that it should be easy for people. So once you have that, you're going to go into Shakepay. And from the main screen, you see a bunch of different options here. You see your account balance, there's dollars, there's Bitcoin, and then there's something else under there that we won't mention. We never want to buy any of that or associate with it. So we're going to stick to dollars and Bitcoin here. So like I said, off the bat, we're going to be e-transferring Shakepay dollars. So we're going to want to add funds to this. And on the main screen, you can click add funds. And from there, you get Interac e-transfer, a wire transfer, Bitcoin, or the other one. And so we're going to use an Interact e-transfer here. If you're in Canada, which the only place you can use this app is in Canada, so you know what an e-transfer is. So you click that. It says e-transfer must be sent from a personal account, legal name, copy and paste the security in question to avoid typos. So continue. This is new. This is just making sure that everything's safe. You're not part of any fraud. And so you can click I understand. And if you've sent an e-transfer before, that's kind of the hardest part of this whole process. So what we're going to do here is we're going to set Shakepay up as a contact in our online banking. That's kind of the first part here. And so you're going to log into your online banking. You're going to set up a new contact, and you're going to copy and paste all this information here. So it has the email here that they want you to use, funding@etransfers.shakepay.com. So you can just copy that, paste it into your online banking. They provide you with the security question and the security answer. So you can also just copy those in, paste them in, or just type them. And then once you have them set up as a contact, then you're actually going to put down Shakepay for a minute. And you're just going to go into your online banking. They're set up as a contact, and you're going to send them any amount of money that you wish to convert into Bitcoin. And depending on what bank you use, the time between sending and funding the wallet will vary. So with RBC, it's instantaneous. You send it, the e-transfer, and it basically arrives in your Shakepay within a minute or two. My bank, I use a credit union, and it takes exactly 30 minutes every time. So when I e-transfer it, it takes half an hour for the funds to show up in my Shakepay. And so we're going to wait for that to come now. You can hold your horses. If you're an RBC member, maybe it's already arrived. And once that's all done, you should have whatever amount you e-transfer to Shakepay. That should show up as your balance at the top there. So it'll show up in the dollars there. Like I said, there's a balance between dollars and Bitcoin. And so once you fund it, that amount should show up in your dollars. And once you get a little bit more familiar with the Shakepay app, you can actually use that. You can actually use those dollars either to purchase Bitcoin or to purchase gas, purchase groceries, because there's a Shakepay Visa within this app that you can use to tap at any store that has the tap feature. And you actually earn 2% back in Bitcoin for that. But that's a whole nother element here. I did a video specifically talking about all the features of Shakepay. And so I'll put a link to that in the description as well for you if you want to check that out. There's the Shakepay Visa, there's the Shake feature, there's the Shake Squad, and it's pretty cool stuff. There's a lot of different ways that you can earn free Bitcoin, free SATs, just for using Shakepay. And so the dollars have arrived. We're now going to convert the dollars into Bitcoin. And so at the bottom there, you see that little arrow, two arrows going back and forth, the blue button. You just click that. And so then you click buy and sell instant. And it'll show your dollar balance at the top. You can either click max on the side there to spend all your dollars on Bitcoin, or you can customize that to whatever you want. So I'm going to change mine to be, we're going to do 25 bucks today. And so it says that I have 66,000 sats coming in for $25. Pretty good deal. So we're going to press buy Bitcoin now. And it'll say confirm transaction, Shakepay's price. Every 30 seconds it changes. So I'm converting $25 Canadian into 66,000 sats. Click confirm, and you just bought Bitcoin. So congrats. You kind of have Bitcoin, but not quite yet. So now that we have the Bitcoin purchased, it should show up as in your Bitcoin balancer. It should be there with the dollar amount underneath it and the sats above it, or the Bitcoin. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to move this Bitcoin out of Shakepay, because Shakepay is a centralized exchange, which means if you're holding Bitcoin on Shakepay or any other exchange like Binance, like Coinbase, like crypto.com, like Wealthsimple, if it's being held within the exchange there or the app, you don't actually own that Bitcoin yet. So what we want to do is we want to move it off of the exchange and into our own private wallet. And to use that, we're going to use, in this case, Muun. So you can go to the App Store. You can quickly download the Muun wallet. If you just want to stay here, if you got $100 in here and you're fine with it staying in Shakepay, then you can just stop watching now. But we're going to move it into Shakepay, or into Muun, sorry. So go back to the App Store. You're going to type in MUUN. There's no referral code or anything for this because it's basically just a wallet. You do not have to enter any of your personal information. There's no name, no email address, not even a phone number. And so you download the Muun wallet. That's what it looks like there. It's a little M with MUUN wallet. So you can download that. And there's I don't want to pump up my own videos here, but I'll also put a link below for how to use the Muun wallet, because you want to set up your private keys in case something happens to your phone. So if you downloaded the Muun wallet, sent your Bitcoin into it, and then you lost your phone or something happened to it, your Bitcoin's gone. So what you want to do is you want to write down the backup keys to your Muun wallet. In case something happens, you'll have your backup security phrase that you can enter to restore the wallet. But for now, we're just going to be sending Bitcoin to the Muun wallet, to the Muun. So once you have the Muun wallet downloaded, on the main page, there's a send and receive. And these two buttons are kind of consistent across every Bitcoin wallet that you'll use. There's a receive and a send, an up arrow and a down arrow. And it's pretty straightforward, honestly. If you want to receive money into the Muun wallet, you click receive. If you want to send money out of the Muun wallet, you click send. So in this case, we're going to be moving Bitcoin from Shakepay into our Muun wallet. So from our Muun wallet, it sounds, it sounds complicated, but it's so easy to do. Once you've done it a couple times, head to the Muun, click receive. You got two options there. You got a Bitcoin and a Lightning. From Shakepay, we're going to just use the Bitcoin address, and you're just going to click copy. So you can close the Muun, go back into Shakepay, and from there, you're going to click send. So the first part, we added funds, and right now we're going to click send. We're going to send it out of Shakepay. And so if you've copied it from Muun, you're just going to click the button. It says send to ShakeTag BTC, and you're going to paste that there. And then it says, you just click the address there to bring it up. And then it says send Bitcoin to the address. And I like to just double check that I have the right address there. So I'm going to go back into the Muun quickly and just make sure. I just look at like the last three numbers there, or letters. So my last three are YN2. And I'm going to double check that that's the case in Muun. It's just better to be safe than sorry with this kind of stuff. So that is correct. And so similar to what we were doing with the dollar amount there, you can either click max. Hope you can see this. Whatever. You can either click max, which I usually do just to bring it up there. And so I'm not going to send the entire amount. I'm just going to send, let's just do 0.02. Good enough. So I'm going to send that 0.002, 74 bucks worth. And then you just click continue. Confirm it. You can double check the address again if you'd like to. I'm going to click confirm. And you've sent Bitcoin out of the wallet. Now you officially own Bitcoin. Congrats. If you're dealing with different Muun wallets, so if you and I both had Muun wallets and I went to send you some Bitcoin, either on the Bitcoin or the Lightning Network, it's pretty instantaneous. But when we're dealing with an exchange like Shakepay, it usually takes about 5 minutes, I would say, on average. So in the next 5 minutes, I'm probably going to get a notification on my phone saying that the Muun wallet has received 0.0002 Bitcoin, which is 200,000 sats. And so I'm not going to wait around for this Bitcoin to show up. It might show up by the time this video is done, but that'll just be a bonus. But to kind of wrap things up here, like I said a couple times, it seems like a really daunting task, but it's not. All you're doing is sending an e-transfer to Shakepay. They fund your wallet with dollars. From that wallet, you convert that into Bitcoin. And then you can either leave it there if you're comfortable. If it's like $50, $100, it's probably okay on Shakepay. But as you go along, as you start getting more Bitcoin, you're going to want to set up a Muun wallet. And so, like I said, there's going to be a link below for a few links if you want to take this a little step further. And then once you start getting into the thousands, $5,000, $10,000, that's when you want to consider a cold card or something else. But cold card, I think, is top of the security hierarchy chain. And sometime in the next month, I talked about at the start of the show, we're going to have an 88 Sats radio channel here. And we're also going to have a Patreon channel that's kind of an extension of this. And within that, it's going to be very reasonably priced per month, but I'm going to do a full walkthrough of how to set up a cold card on there and how to order it, how to get everything set up, some best practices for security. And so I think that the Patreon channel is going to bring a ton of value to people who are into Bitcoin now and kind of want to take things to the next level, as I said, both in security, education, and just doing some cool shit. So that's what the Patreon is going to be set up for. And you're going to have a bunch of access to different things across our little golf network that we got going here that we're building. And so all that's going to be coming probably within the next month or two, hopefully. I want to get it done before the weather gets really nice here. And then you can kind of just go at that at your own pace. Like I said, I think it's going to be about $10 a month, which is pretty good. And you're going to be able to pause it, rewind it, write things down at your own pace. I think that that's key when you're trying to learn this stuff. And so that's kind of the mission here, is to get as many people into Bitcoin as possible. But from there, make damn sure that whatever Bitcoin they have is going to be safe. That's the priority here. So I'm going to leave it there today. It's Friday. I'm drinking coffee still, but maybe we'll have some beers here later on. Who knows? A couple things before we go. This is my website, silverstones.ca. You can head there. If you want, my contact info is on there. I got a couple different packages, which includes a cold card. I have several here at the house. And so I've been kind of going around locally, Manitoba, helping people in person get those set up. So you can either do that. I have a really good deal on those. It's $500. You get the cold card. You get all the extra supplies, I guess you'd say. There's a cold card. There's a seed plate, which is a steel plate that you can put your private key into. So if something ever happened to your house, if it burnt down, your private key would still be there. There's the cord that you need, the SD card that actually transfers the information. The cool thing about the cold card is that you actually don't have to connect it to the internet, which is a big thing for me. Anything you're plugging into a laptop, a corrupted laptop, especially if you've ever been on Amazon, Walmart, Pornhub, there's a good chance that somebody's lurking somewhere in there and could not likely, but could get between you and the Bitcoin. So with the cold card, it's air gapped. You do not connect it to the laptop. It's just a micro SD card that you transfer files back and forth from. So you can go there, the website, information on that. There's a blog on there. There's a bunch of cool stuff. Silverstones.ca. It'll take you right there. You just got to scan that QR code. And finally, wanted to show off our new King hoodies. Pretty damn nice. Had to get them on here. It says play like a king. You can kind of see it there. But those are available on the kinggolf.ca website. And I don't know if I'm allowed to do that or not, but it's my YouTube channel and I'm putting this info out there for free. So I apologize if you don't like that. But the cool thing about the internet is that if you don't like it, you can just move on. So I hope you have a great Friday, a great weekend, and we'll talk to you very soon. Stay tuned to this channel. There's going to be lots of exciting things coming down the line. So we'll catch you in a little bit. Bye-bye.